English pronunciation of silent letters explained. Hello, my friends. Welcome to Mr. Master English today. I'm Adam, and I am so happy you are here with me today. This podcast is for you, the person who wants to speak English better, feel more confident, and understand the language more deeply every single day. If this is your first time here, welcome to the family. And if you are coming back again, welcome back, my friend. I missed you. Before we begin, I want to ask you something. In the comments below this episode, write your name and tell me where you are from. Tell me one word, your country, your city, or just say hello. I love reading your messages. It reminds me that people all over the world are learning together. We are a community, so please leave a comment. Say hello. And if you are enjoying this podcast, please like this episode, subscribe to Mr. Master English today, and turn on your notifications so you never miss a new episode. Every episode is made with love just for you. Now, today's topic is very special. Today, we are talking about silent letters in English. Silent letters. These are letters that you see written in a word, but you do not say them when you speak. They are there on the paper or screen, but they make no sound. They are invisible to your ears. By the end of today's episode, you will understand what silent letters are. You will know the most common silent letters in English, and you will be able to pronounce many difficult English words correctly and naturally. This is going to make a big difference in your spoken English. I promise you. So take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, smile a little, and let's begin together. First, let me tell you why this topic matters so much. Silent letters are one of the biggest reasons English learners feel confused about pronunciation. You study a word, you learn the spelling, and then you hear a native speaker say that word and it sounds completely different from what you expected. You think, wait, that letter is in the word. Why is nobody saying it? And suddenly you feel frustrated. You feel lost. This happens to almost every English learner. You are not alone. It is not your fault. English is a language that borrowed words from many other languages: French, Latin, Greek, German, and more. And when English borrowed those words, sometimes it kept the old spelling but changed the pronunciation. That is why we have silent letters. They are historical, they are old, and yes, sometimes they seem very unfair. But here is the good news. There are patterns. There are rules you can learn. And once you know those patterns, many confusing words will suddenly make sense. You will hear a word, you will recognize the pattern, and you will know exactly how to say it. Think about these situations. You are at a job interview and you want to say the word knowledgeable. You see the letter K at the beginning. Do you say it? No, you don't. And knowing that will save you from an embarrassing moment. Or imagine you are ordering food at a restaurant and the menu says salmon. Do you say the L? No, you don't. The L is silent. Knowing that helps you sound natural and confident. Or maybe you are talking about time and you want to say Wednesday. Do you say every letter? No, my friend. You don't. You don't need fancy words. You don't need perfect grammar. You just need to know the patterns. And today, I am going to give them to you, one at a time, step by step. Let's start with the very first group. The silent letter K. In English, when you see the letters K and N together at the beginning of a word, the K is always silent. Always. You only say the N sound. The letters are K to N, but the K makes no sound. You start the word with the N. Let's practice. The word is know. K-N-O-W. You say no. The K is silent. The W is also silent at the end, so the word no sounds exactly like the word no. Now you say it. No. Say it again. No. Good job. That's perfect. Let's try another one. The word is knee. K-N-E-E. You say knee. Like the word need, but without the D. Knee. This is the part of your leg in the middle. Your knee. Now you repeat. Knee. Say it again. Knee. Excellent. You're doing great. One more. The word is knife. K-N-I-F-E. The K is silent. You say knifey. Knife. A knife is something you use to cut food. Now you try. Knife. Say it clearly. Knife. Perfect. So remember this rule. KN at the beginning of a word means the K is always silent. Always. Just say the N. No. Knee. Knife. Night. Knock. The K is always quiet. Now let's move to the second group. The silent letter W. The letter W can be silent in two situations. First, when W comes before R at the beginning of a word. Second, in some specific common words. Let's practice the WR pattern first. The word is right. W-R-I-T-E. The W is silent. You say right. Right. Now you say it. Right. Again. Right. Great. The word is wrong. W-R-O-N-G. The W is silent. You say wrong, wrong. Now you repeat wrong. Say it again. Wrong. Well done. The word is wrist. W-R-I-S-T. The W is silent. You say wrist. Wrist. Your wrist is between your hand and your arm. Now you try. Wrist. One more time. Wrist. Perfect. You are doing so well. Now, there are also some very common words where W is silent in other positions. The most important one is who. W-H-O. You say who. Who. You do not say the W sound at all. Now you repeat who. Again, who. Excellent. And the word whole. W-H-O-L-E. You say whole. Whole. It means complete. Everything together. The whole thing. All of it. Now you say it. Whole. One more time. Whole. Good job, my friend. Our third group is one of my favorites. The silent letter B. The letter B is often silent when it comes after the letter M at the end of a word. MB at the end of a word. The B does not make a sound. Let's practice. The word is climb. CLIMB. The B at the end is silent. You say climb. Climb. To climb means to go up, to climb a mountain, to climb stairs. Now you repeat. Climb. Say it again. Climb. Great. The word is comb. COMB. The B is silent. You say come. Wait. Not the word come. The sound is comb. Comb. A comb is what you use to fix your hair. Now you try. Comb. Again. Comb. Perfect. The word is bomb. BOMB. The B at the end is silent. You say bomb. Bomb. Now you say it. Bomb. One more time. Bomb. Excellent work. And one more important word. Thumb. THUMB. The B is silent. You say thumb. Thumb. Your thumb is the short, wide finger on your hand. Now you repeat. Thumb. Say it with me. Thumb. Well done. You are making real progress. Now let's talk about the silent letter G. This one surprises many learners. The letter G is often silent when it appears before the letter N. G and together can be at the beginning of a word or at the end. And in both cases, the G is quiet. The word is sign. SIGN. The G is silent. You say sign. Sign. A sign is something you see on the road or in a store that gives you information. Now you say it. Sign. Again. Sign. Perfect. The word is foreign. FOREIGN. The G is silent. You say foreign. Foreign. Foreign means from another country, foreign language, foreign food. Now you repeat. Foreign. Say it again. Foreign. Good job. The word is design. DESIGN. The G is silent. You say design. Design. Design means the way something looks or is planned. Now you try. Design. One more time. Design. Excellent. And at the beginning of a word, GN also means the G is silent. The word is gnome. GNOME. The G is silent. You say gnome. Gnome. A gnome is a small magical creature in stories and fairy tales. Now you say it. Gnome. Again, gnome. Great. Our fifth group is the silent letter H. The letter H is silent in several common English words. These are words you will use every single day, so this is very important. The word is hour. HOUR. The H is silent. You say hour. Hour. 60 minutes make 1 hour. Now you repeat. Hour. Say it again. Hour. Perfect. The word is honest. Honest. The H is silent. You say honest. Honest. Honest means telling the truth. Now you try. Honest. One more time. Honest. Well done. The word is air. H-E-I-R. The H is silent. You say heir. Heir. An heir is someone who receives something, money, or a title from another person when they die. Now you say it. Heir. Again. Heir. Excellent. Now, in some words that come from French, we also have a silent H in the middle or at the beginning. The word vehicle has a somewhat soft H. The word ghost has a silent H, Ghost. You say ghost, ghost. Now you repeat, ghost. Say it clearly, ghost. Great job. Keep going, my friend. Our sixth group is very common and very important. The silent letter L. The letter L is silent in many everyday English words. This surprises a lot of learners because the L is right there, in the middle of the word, but you do not say it at all. The word is walk. W-A-L-K. The L is silent. You say walk. Walk. To walk means to move with your feet, slowly. Now you say it. Walk. Again. Walk. Perfect. The word is talk. T-A-L-K. The L is silent. You say talk. Talk. To talk means to speak. Now you repeat. Talk. Say it again. Talk. Excellent. The word is calm. C-A-L-M. The L is silent. You say calm. Calm. Calm means quiet and relaxed. Now you try. Calm. One more time. Calm. Beautiful. The word is half. H-A-L-F. The L is silent. You say half. Half. Half means 50%. Half a pizza, half an hour. Now you say it. Half, again, half, great. And the word salmon. S-A-L-M-O-N. The L is completely silent. You say salmon. Salmon. Salmon is a type of pink fish. It is delicious. Now you repeat. Salmon. Say it with me. Salmon. Well done. You are doing so well. Let us now talk about the silent letter T. This one appears in some very common words. The word is listen. L-I-S-T-E-N. The T is silent. You say listen. Listen. To listen means to pay attention to sound. Now you say it. Listen. Again. Listen. Perfect. I love that word because that is exactly what you are doing right now. You are listening. The word is fasten. F-A-S-T-E-N. The T is silent. You say fasten. Fasten. To fasten means to close or attach something. Fasten your seatbelt. Now you repeat. Fasten. One more time. Fasten. Excellent. The word is often. O-F-T-E-N. Now, this one is interesting. Some people say the T and some people don't. Both are acceptable in English, but the most traditional and common pronunciation does not say the T. You say of N. Often. Now you try. Often. Say it again. Often. Good job. And the word castle. C-A-S-T-L-E. The T is silent. You say castle. Castle. A castle is a large old building where kings and queens used to live. Now you say it. Castle. One more time. Castle. Well done, my friend. Now let's put it all together. Let me show you how these words appear in real sentences, in real conversation. This is the practical section. This is where the magic happens. Imagine you are having a conversation with a friend. Your friend asks you, "What did you do this morning?" And you say, "I went for a walk. It was calm and quiet. I listened to music, and I watched the sun rise." Let's practice that sentence together. Say it with me slowly. I went for a walk. Now you say it. I went for a walk. Good. It was calm and quiet. Now you try. It was calm and quiet. Perfect. I listened to music. Your turn. I listened to music. Excellent. Now put it all together. I went for a walk. It was calm and quiet. I listened to music. Say it. Take your time. I went for a walk. It was calm and quiet. I listened to music. Beautiful. That was wonderful. Now let's try another situation. You are at work and someone asks you, "Do you know the answer?" And you say, "I'm not sure, but I think the design is wrong. Can you check the sign on the wall?" Let's practice. I'm not sure, but I think the design is wrong. Now you say it. I'm not sure, but I think the design is wrong. Great. Can you check the sign on the wall? Your turn. Can you check the sign on the wall? Perfect. Do you notice how natural that sounds? You are using silent letters correctly without even thinking about them now. That is real progress, my friend. One more scenario. Someone asks you, "How long will this take?" And you answer, "About half an hour, maybe an hour if we have to climb to the top." Let's say it together. About half an hour. Now you try. About half an hour. Excellent. Maybe an hour if we have to climb to the top. Your turn. Maybe an hour if we have to climb to the top. Well done. That was really good. Now I want to address some common questions. These are questions that learners just like you ask all the time. Let's go through them together. The first question is, "Adam, how do I know when a letter is silent? Is there a way to always tell?" This is a great question, and the answer is yes. Most of the time, there are patterns. K before N is always silent. B after M at the end of a word is almost always silent. L before K is usually silent. G before N is usually silent. These patterns are reliable, but my honest advice is this. When you learn a new word, always check how it is pronounced. Use a dictionary app or an online pronunciation tool. Listen and repeat. Over time, you will start to feel which letters are silent. It becomes natural. The second common question is, if I pronounce a silent letter by mistake, will people understand me? Yes, they probably will. Communication is still possible, but it may sound a little unusual, and in some cases it could cause confusion. For example, if you say knife instead of knife, people will still probably understand you from context. But if you say salmon instead of salmon, a waiter at a restaurant might look a little confused. So it is worth learning the correct pronunciation, not because mistakes are terrible, but because it will make your communication smoother and more natural. The third question is, are silent letters the same in British English and American English? Almost always, yes. The silent letter rules we covered today apply to both. There are a very small number of words where British and American speakers pronounce things slightly differently, but for silent letters specifically, the rules are almost identical. So you do not need to worry about that. The fourth question is there a fastest way to learn these? Yes. The fastest way is repeated exposure. Every time you hear a word with a silent letter, notice it. Say it out loud, connect the spelling to the sound, and practice those words in sentences just like we did today. Don't try to memorize a giant list. Learn 5 words this week. Use them. Feel comfortable with them. Then learn 5 more. Now let me give you some practical tips to help you with silent letters going forward. Tip number 1. Keep a small notebook or a note on your phone just for silent letter words. Every time you discover a new word with a silent letter, write it down. Write the word, circle the silent letter, and write one sentence using that word. This connects the spelling to the pronunciation to the meaning, all at once. Tip number 2. Use a pronunciation dictionary. Websites like Merriam-Webster and Cambridge Dictionary have audio recordings. When you look up a word, always click the audio button and listen to how a native speaker says it. Then copy that sound. This is shadowing. Listen and repeat. That is exactly what we do here on Mr. Master English Today. Tip number 3. Say the words out loud every time. Silent learning, studying with your eyes only, is much less effective for pronunciation than speaking out loud. Your mouth needs to practice. Your tongue, your lips, your breath. They all need to feel the word, so always speak. Even if you are alone in your room, say the words out loud. It matters. Tip number 4. Don't be embarrassed about mispronunciation. Every single person who speaks English as a second language has mispronounced words. I promise you, native English speakers also make mistakes with pronunciation sometimes. When you make a mistake, that is not failure. That is learning happening in real time. Correct yourself, smile, and move on. That is what confident speakers do. Tip number 5. Listen to English every day. Podcasts like this one, TV shows, movies, songs, YouTube videos. The more you hear English naturally spoken, the more your brain starts to absorb the patterns. You will start to notice silent letters on your own without even thinking about it. That is when real fluency begins. It doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen. I have seen it, and I believe it will happen for you too. Now, it is time for your daily challenge. This is your one small action for today or tomorrow. Are you ready? Here is your challenge. Find 5 words with silent letters. They can be from today's lesson or new words you discover on your own. Write them down. Circle the silent letter in each one. Then say each word out loud 10 times. 10 times each, slowly and clearly, and then use each word in one sentence. Speak that sentence out loud too. That is it. 5 words. 10 repetitions each. 1 sentence for each word. You can do this in 10 or 15 minutes. Maybe even while you are having your morning coffee or before you go to sleep tonight. And if you make a mistake, if you say a silent letter you shouldn't say, or if you forget which letters are quiet, that is okay. That is completely okay. Mistakes are part of learning. Every mistake is your brain building a new connection, getting closer to the right answer. So please, do not be hard on yourself. Just try again, and again, and again. You can also share your 5 words in the comments below. I would love to see them. Write your 5 words and tag a friend who is also learning English. Let's learn together. All right, my friend, we've reached the end of today's episode. Today you learned about silent letters in English. We covered 7 groups. The silent K in words like no and knee. The silent W in words like right and wrong. The silent B in words like climb and comb. The silent G in words like sign and design. The silent H in words like hour and honest. The silent L in words like walk, talk, calm, and salmon. And the silent T in words like listen and fasten. You practiced all of these in real sentences, and you know how to keep learning these words on your own. Here is the most important thing I want you to remember. Every small step you take matters. Every word you practice, every sentence you say out loud, every episode you listen to, it all adds up. You are not going to become fluent in one day. Nobody does. But you are getting better every single day. And that is something to be proud of. Language learning is not a race. It is a journey. And on this journey, progress is more important than perfection. You do not need to speak like a native speaker tomorrow. You just need to be a little better than you were yesterday. And I absolutely know that you are doing that because you are here. You listened, you practiced. That is everything. I believe in you. I know you can do this. Keep practicing every day, even just for 5 minutes. 5 minutes of focused practice is worth more than 1 hour of passive study. Use the words you learned today. Say them in sentences. Share them with a friend. Make them part of your English life. Thank you so much for listening to Mr. Master English today. I am Adam, and I am proud of you for showing up today and learning with me. Keep listening, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself. See you in the next episode. Bye for now.